Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. We're feeling peace together. Now, it's the 85th. I had to check. It is the 85th live stream in a row where we're feeling peace together. Now, you are in the right place if you would like to feel the peace in your life now. Today's quote is from Henry Fielding. He's one of those guys. Lived in the 1500s. He wrote the book Tom Jones. It was probably one of those books you were supposed to read in English literature way back when. But he says, "What's vice today may be virtue tomorrow." And I thought this kind of sounded familiar, and I looked it up and I said, oh, shoot, I wrote about this about a year ago when I wrote tomorrow's essay. And because tomorrow is William Shakespeare's birthday, and he says it this way: there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Well, hey. Some folks may be focused on the right and the wrong, the good and the bad, the commandment of the thinking. But sharper folks who want to dig a little deeper, people who want to feel the peace, will focus on the thinking. That's right. We can focus on right and wrong, and that seems to work for some people. But we can focus on how the thinking works. I'll tell you a story about a restaurateur in the little town that I live in Florida here. Her name's Pia, and she owns the best restaurant in town. Best food, best service, great place to share a meal. And just one block south on the main drag here in Gulfport, we've had this empty lot for a couple of years now. One day, we noticed a small grader leveling out the lot, and then they laid down stones, and they put in like these parking blocks. Now, most of the time, there's enough parking in our town, but during the peak season and during festivals, there's not enough parking. And Pia's probably attracts people who've got the money to come to her place, but probably can't walk very far. So what Pia had done was she worked with the person who owned that vacant lot, and she offered to grade it, put the stones down, put up the parking blocks. And everybody thought, wow, more parking, not an ugly, empty lot. This is really cool. And then, so that sounds like a virtue. Well, then, at the first Friday that we have, which is our where all our artists put their stuff out on the street each first Friday evening. At the first Friday, she opened the parking lot up and put up a sign: parking, $10. Oh, the uproar. Just, you would have thought, well, it was the talk of the town. How could you charge for parking in an artist colony like Gulfport? Kind of fascinating in that it went from, wow, we're going to have another 20 or so parking spaces, to, oh, the horror. She's charging for parking. Well, Pia is a very smart businesswoman. She knows that her customers would like parking. She knows that her customers who would like parking within a block of her restaurant are willing to pay for it. So her thinking was about, I am providing a service. This is a virtue. And others decided to talk about the vice of charging for the parking. I don't know what they were thinking, because she had to pay the grader, pay the person to put the stones down, pay for those parking blocks. Notice Pia's thinking. And notice other people's thinking. Her focus was on the virtue, giving people what they desire and making people happy. Other people were focused on the vice, the bad. This happens in our minds as well. We can focus on the positive. A part of us knows these positive thoughts, and a part of us, often many parts, are focused on the vices. So we can focus on the right and the wrong, or we can focus and notice how our changes can happen in our thinking. And we just might notice who's in charge and who can change this thinking. I'll leave it up to you to figure out who it is. And so now, let's just notice the simultaneous peace, the peace that's in, around, and throughout all. Nothing to do with space or time, because it's always here, always available. Just noticing this peace doesn't even require thinking. In fact, it often is experienced more fully when we let go of thinking and just notice the peace that's here now. And I invite you, as you go through your day, encountering situations, people, notice this peace. Notice your thinking that may put clouds in front of that peace. And notice that you can change that thinking. Not by focusing on right and wrong, by choosing thinking, or choosing to feel this peace. I do hope this serves you. Share this with a friend who might be overthinking something today. Give me a comment. Let me know how this may have served you, or how I might have told a different story, or if you've got a question, just let me know. And of course, I will talk with you tomorrow.